I'm Jeremy Guthrie, former Major League pitcher and World Series champion. I took a trip to Sofia, Bulgaria, a city full of history, culture, and where baseball is played. Sofia is a baseball town. Even the yellow bricks are shaped like home plates. I met with Stefan Beshkov, a coach and player for the Sofia Blues, the original major baseball team in the city. He took me around the city and told me about the history of Serdica, the former name of Sofia during the Roman Empire. Sofia has been an area of human habitation since at least 7000 BC. The city was once so important that Constantine the Great considered making it the capital of the Byzantine Empire instead of Constantinople.
That's a small zone.
Yeah.
Got to really
exactly.
So this is the original.
The original
gold.
The famous one.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it has to tell you no bathing though. No bathing.
Yeah. The emperors, they used to come here.
Wow. Why is the water hot?
Because it's coming from under the ground. It's a real...
Wouldn't water on the ground be cold? Now I know why they say no bathing, because it's actually enticing. Taste this. This is incredible. That was a really surprising taste in my mouth when I thought it was going to be nice and fresh and cold. It was like hot.
Hot, yes. Zinc, bari, bor.
It was just the bathhouse, but it was just like this. It looked, or did they change the architecture of it? Is this what it actually looked like when they would come to bathe?
Yes, it looked like this.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And it is a big one. And right now it's a museum. Yeah, you can see the history museum of Sofia.
Wow.
Sofia boasts a very unique feature in Europe. The Square of Tolerance is home to places of worship of 4 major religions. Around the square, people of different religions share the same space and peace while demonstrating great respect for each other. In the same block, you can find a mosque, a Catholic church, an Orthodox cathedral, and a synagogue. I could see and feel how peace is achievable when there is mutual respect for each other and for their personal beliefs and way of life.
My name is Sofia.
Nice to meet you.
Всичко добро.
In a city where history whispers from every corner, it's impossible not to feel the greatness of the past while enjoying the present.
These are traditional. Are these desserts?
No, for breakfast.
Oh, they're more breakfast.
It's just bread and cheese.
Yeah.
Са 3 малки баници.
Kind of cheese breadstick right there.
Yeah. Merci.
Merci.
Благодаря is the Bulgarian word.
Thank you.
Благодаря. Yeah, Bulgarian благодаря. It's interesting because baseball, some of the first baseball players, they used to study here in the Technical University.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it was were they the baseball players because they were so close to the stadium that it was something they saw, or did they just happen to be students and play baseball?
They're students. We had some students, they used to grow in Cuba, so they knew something about baseball from Cuba. We also had some students from Nicaragua and Cuba that was in the late 80s. So they were probably excited to try some new sport. something interesting, exotic, and also American.
Yeah, American.
This is the baseball
This is the
field.
baseball field.
Yeah.
And do you know how long this field has been here?
It was before a soccer field, and actually we, the players, converted it into a baseball one.
Oh, really? What year was that you converted it?
It was early 90s, because it was the slow process. And,
It looks beautiful.
yeah, kind of.
It's in good condition.
I was probably 15 years old or 16 years old whenever we started to build these fences.
Wow, you built the fences.
Yes, I was part of the workers when I was younger.
Well, they say in Yankee Stadium, maybe you know this, they say that Yankee Stadium is the house that Babe Ruth built. Maybe this is the house that Stefan and the Bulgarian baseball players
the first one.
built this house.
Yeah, yes. We have 5 clubs in Sofia. Regularly, three senior teams used to practice here during the week. And during the weekends, we have games, so all the teams play here as well. We have another field that is close to here. 2 of the teams, they use the other field for their home games, and 3 teams use this field for our home games.
Wow. And how many home runs did you hit at this field?
Me personally?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Too many? Too many?
Not too many, but enough for me.
Good for
Because
you.
I try to teach my boys to hit line drives.
Okay, yeah.
If you hit a
swing.
home run, it should be a line drive home run.
I like it. Yeah, that's the good approach. Try to hit line drives, and if you accidentally hit a home run, better. But if you try to hit home runs, you rarely accidentally hit a good line drive. So
our hope is that we will not lose these fields in the next years, because there's such kind of threat, let's say.
what kind of things do you
convert it back into soccer field or to something else? Because we don't have a lot of support. But
well, maybe we can.
I hope that we could keep.
Hopefully our
fields.
hopefully our time this week will be helpful in that. But
yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Well, it's really pretty here. I mean, look at the backdrop here. The mountain back there, is that Mount Vitosha?
Vitosha, yeah, Vitosha.
Yeah.
The name of your hotel is also.
Yeah, I've seen lots about that. So it has a beautiful view. People hike up to the mountain?
Yes. It's actually Sofia was a candidate for a Winter Olympics. Pioneer, the first one that started, he had some gloves.
Okay.
And he said to his friend, "Okay, let's try." They were students. Let's try to play baseball. And I think he researched for some rule books, and it was really difficult to find some information about baseball.
He didn't just go on the internet?
No internet in the 80s. He found some rules for Finnish baseball.
Finnish baseball?
Finnish baseball.
Wow.
So that was the first source of kind of information for baseball. And later he translated the first rule book in Bulgarian. He translated it and he printed out. So I learned the rules from his book.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that book still exist? Was it like an actual book that was published, or
it was published, but in I think 1,000 books or less.
Do you have a copy of it still?
I had a copy, but we used to give back to him because we didn't have a lot of books.
Yeah.
So whenever you read it, you have to share it and to give it to the other kids that just started.
We need to try to find a copy of that.
Yes.
This week. That would be amazing to see that.
Emil Nasipov, he's also one of the founders. He's the founder of this club, Sofia Blues.
Okay.
And he has 2 sons. They still play. They're one of the best players in Bulgaria. And he also, after that, he translated the second version of the rule book was by him.
Wow.
Translated. And together with him, we actually worked on the field.
Okay.
We put the fans. And
do you remember the year that he organized Sofia Blues?
1989.
While Stefan and I kept talking about how baseball was first played in Bulgaria, It was about time to meet some of the coaches and players.
So what pitches do you throw, Alex?
Fastball.
Fastball?
Yeah.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Martin.
Hi, Martin. How are you?
Hey, Jeremy. I'm Sasha.
Good to see you again. How is it?
Alexander, Alex.
Oh, Alex. Okay, Alex.
I'm Chris.
Hi, Chris. Jeremy.
Good to meet you. Teddy.
Nice to meet you, Teddy.
Nice to meet
Pleasure.
you.
Teddy, you hit bombs? You hit?
I try.
You look like you should hit. Raya. Nice to meet you, Raya. Do you like softball or baseball?
I'm leaving Saturday night.
Very good. Thanks for coming. How many have been to the United States before? What stood out to you about baseball when you got to see it at the highest level in that game again with Cincinnati?
What made the biggest impression on me, of course, was the entire fan environment and just the different tempo of the game. And I don't mean that, hitters are able to hit harder, pitchers are able to throw faster and different stuff. Just the complexity and the pace of the game. As soon as the ball is hit, you see like 1,000 moving parts with every player knowing what they're supposed to do in that particular part of the game. This is what really stood out to me.
Wow. It's really, the game is very artistic. It's very poetic, some people say. A lot of beautiful things happen. And so what you witnessed is that, right? The ball is hit and a lot of players are moving, going to the right place. And it's not like figure skating, but it's so pretty, but it also is kind of attractive that way because so many things are happening and they all are connected. And when you see them happening at one time, it's really beautiful to watch the game that way. We want to take you on the field, and since you guys love to hit so much, would you guys like to hit off me today? I think we can start the camp that way. So we'll have people in the outfield, you can grab a position, and we'll let everyone take between 5 and 10 swings. Hopefully I can throw lots of strikes to make it go faster, but let's let you hit off me, and then we can talk a little bit, we can observe a little bit, and while we're playing, you can talk to Coach Michael, you can talk to me, and let's figure out what are some important things that we're gonna learn the next 2 days. But let's start with hitting the baseball. That's the most fun, so we might as well do it, okay? I gotta mix it up with this guy, I can feel it. Nice.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you? I'm Jeremy.
Yeah.
Nia, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. I started with Cleveland. I pitched with the Colorado Rockies. Yes, Kansas City Royals and the Baltimore Orioles are some of the teams I pitch with. I was always a pitcher. I like to pitch, so.
To the left. We'll work on proper. Okay. Lunge to the right. Okay, now touch the cone. Good.
Yes, good, good, good. Okay, nice. Cool. You can do it. Nice, I like it. Let's see it. Good, okay. Very good swing, excellent. You're getting close. Okay, so I hope you have fun with this game and any other baseball game. Not every one of you who coach knows the perfect way, but you may have other strengths which makes you still a very important coach. You don't have to have the same strengths. Not every coach can teach mechanics of hitting and the mental approach and everything else that goes with baseball. But you all have some ability in some field.
During my visit, I realized that even though other sports are more popular in their country, like tennis or soccer, for them, baseball is the best. And for someone like Dimitar Nasipov, it is their life. And how did your dad even get a glove or an idea that baseball was something he wanted to do?
I don't think he wanted to do it at the start.
No?
I mean, based on some conversations we've had in the past. But yeah, it was his friends doing it, and they were like, hey, come try it. I was like, come on. But then once he joined and started to get involved and starting to like it and starting to, wanted to do more with the sport, he joined they started the federation a couple years after. Mm-hmm. So my father went to school in an international school of Accra in Ghana. Wow. So his English was good. Okay. So once they started the federation and there were opportunities to send people to the United States to do some coaching clinics and things like that and bring more information about the sport back to Europe and Bulgaria.
How many siblings are in your family? How many kids?
Well, me and my brother.
Okay.
That's the two of us.
And Alexander is older than you or younger?
5 years older. He was the one starting to do everything. And just like in every other family, I guess, if he's doing it, I'm the little one that always wanted to follow his steps. Whenever he started doing inline skating, I was like, let's go inline skating. So yeah, pretty much everything he ever did, I was trying to do the same. But the baseball was always.
Well, I have to ask the question. Which of the two of you was a better player? Maybe that's an argument, or maybe it's not.
Well, if you ask me, there's no argument.
And who is it? You.
And he was always the shortstop of the team. I always played second base.
Oh, okay.
So we've been the shortstop, second base combination in our club team with the Blues, national team for multiple years.
Yeah.
Both of us were pitching at some point, so he would pitch game one, I would pitch game two, and then we'll flip around the infield. I would go and catch when he pitches. Like, it's always been, all over the field, all over, And 2007, we go to the European Cup with the U21 team. It was me only, because Sando's 5 years older, apparently. I was the MVP, best pitcher. Wow. Following year, a few teams from Europe reached out, and I went to Germany with my father. We took a 40-hour train ride to Germany to go try out for the German champion at the time, the Mainz Athletics. It was our, last big time spent together, because the following winter my dad passed away. Wow. But the team ended up liking me. I spent the season there. Next year, during the off season, my father passed away, and we were like, oh, let's do something big with the Blues. Let's stay here. Let's focus on growing the team.
To honor him.
It's his
club.
team.
Yeah.
But then during the winter, another team from Germany called, and they were actually looking for my brother. I was answering the phone because I just had the phone at the time. And they were asking about my brother. I asked him, do you want to go? He's like, I don't know if I'll go alone. So they were like, why don't you just both come together? And that was just an opportunity of a lifetime. Go to play your favorite sport
in Germany.
In Germany. So we both took the trip there. We spent about 3 or 4 months. Wow. There were a few other foreigners there. So it was just the summer of a lifetime.
Wow.
There is some kind of magic. I don't know if it's the sport that makes the connections and makes you love it more and more, or it's the connections that make you want to play the game. I guess.
All together.
I don't know if it's something I can ever figure out, but
yeah. And what is the day job? I know you make bats. Is that take all?
This is the family business. So it's a thing that my brother started 5 or 6 years ago. He just wanted to experiment. Mm-hmm. Sure. He was like, hey, can I make a baseball bat? So he bought the simplest of lathes, just bought wood that's not even good for baseball bats. He just wanted to work with the design. And the first one came out good. And he's like, that sounds like something we could be doing. So then he started experimenting with different wood, different types of lathes. And now 5 years later, the brand is recognizable in Europe. Teams in Germany, Czech Republic, Croatia are using it, swinging it. We go to the WBSC conferences and try to promote it with different federations, talking to presidents, coaches.
Wow.
So that would be primarily my brother's day job.
Okay.
My day job, as we speak, 7 years now, working in an international school. I started as a PE teacher, now I'm the athletics director. Yeah, all around sports.
I'll ask about your dad.
Yeah, please do. The reason we're here.
Yeah. Do you feel like your dad had any type of specific vision when it came to baseball in Bulgaria, baseball in Sofia? Was there one that he either expressed or that you felt was his vision when he put in all of this time and effort and his whole, a good portion of his life into the game?
I think as soon as he got really connected to the game and involved, that was his life. Like, it was not a big portion of his life or a different portion or small. That was it. Baseball was it. So we put everything into the team. We put everything into the, federation, if you want, and baseball in general in Bulgaria. A lot of plans on building different fields around the city. Big reason a lot of the people you see around here today are here.
Are there particular moments that make you think more of him when you're playing a game or when you're at the field? Is there anything that reminds you of him and the time you spent with him here in these fields in the game?
It's the uniform, I think, most of the time. Every time I just get the uniform and I'm just getting dressed up, that's the time I particularly think about him. When I'm playing the game, it's just, I'm playing the game. I can't even think about anything else. As I said, I can't even manage a team. But yeah. And holding a bat, the name of the bat is E7, so that's Emil, our dad's name. 7, the number he wore on his back. So every time we had a new piece of equipment, he would get a screwdriver and chisel E7 on the equipment, so everybody knew this belonged to the Blues. So whenever we started the company, it was a no-brainer. Yeah, it's gonna be called E7. So yeah, playing with the bats, having the Blues across the chest, and since we do it every day, it's very easy to remember.
That's special. Books and instruction books.
Yes, this rule book, we already had one translated by Georgi Dimitrov, and this one is the second edition. It was translated by Emil Nasipov, the founder of Sofia Blues and father of 2 of our best players now, his sons. And this is also interesting because it's a manual for pitchers. It was written by one of our Japanese coaches. We had really
the Bulgarian Pitcher's Bible.
yeah.
I've seen many of the players of
not Noah Ryan's Bible, but Hide's Bible.
What is his name?
Hide.
Hide's Bible.
Hide Tele
Hide's pitching Bible.
So he wrote this in Bulgarian. Could you imagine that they studied Bulgarian?
I have a hard enough time giving pitching terms in Spanish, and I speak Spanish, so.
Actually,
coming up with them in
Bulgarian guy helped him to edit the book, but it was impressive that he wrote it in Bulgarian.
The guy looks like me.
Yeah,
the picture.
Yes.
Looks a little bit like me.
And on the cover, actually, it's Hide. You could not see, but it's on the Tokyo Dome.
Okay.
He pitched there.
So a bunch of students in the technical university that want to start baseball. Why? Like, where did you even learn about baseball? Did you visit Cuba or did you see it on TV?
That when I was a fourth-year student, this is the sports center of the technical university, this building. I go out, I saw some people throwing baseball balls.
So you had seen baseball, and to see it again was shocking. You had never seen baseball, so
I have seen it in,
you had
in
seen it
Cuba,
before?
yes. But I was there only for 20 days. But accidentally, I fell in love with a lady whose father was a baseball player. And frankly, I told them I told them all of them this story. When I arrived in Cuba, my mother was busy, so she left me at home to watch TV. And I was turn on the TV. There was a game, Cuba, Dominican Republic.
Wow.
And after 10 minutes, I said, this is the most stupid sport I have ever seen. And until that, I was already a national team player in volleyball and athletics.
Oh, really? Wow.
So it was definitely common to the sports. And then I fell in love to the lady. She brought me to the first on the beach to play something like current baseball 5.
Okay.
She explained me the rules. She was very convincing. It was impossible to refuse. So when I came back, it was just love. With it.
Wow.
It's really, I mean, a game which unites everything, which I believe is interesting for a man, for a boy. Athletics, hand-eye coordination, team spirit, individual opportunities.
It's great. It is that sport. It just offers everything. It's a beautiful sport. And like you said, if you don't understand it, if you don't know it, you don't quite understand.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But as you gain an appreciation of what it is, then you recognize that it's not just a game.
Forever.
Much more than a game. Who were the players that had the gloves and were playing baseball? Do you remember, were they from Bulgaria or were they foreign? When you first saw it? When you were here?
It was me. He saw me.
Oh, you saw him. And where did you get the glove?
Cuba.
The girl gave you a gift? A kiss and a glove?
Other gift only.
Un beso, un guante.
No, actually, you will be surprised, but and everybody is surprised. There was a lot of people actually who were in Cuba, and I brought 3 or 4 gloves when I come back, and there was other people, they have 1, 2 or 3. So we start throwing with like 20 people with 9 gloves. And then the secretary of the party of the institute, of the university, asked me.
It's a communist.
Says, Comrade Alkalai, what are you doing there with this, with the other young athletes? This is not one of the sports of our university. And I said, Comrade Diviziev, I'm sorry that I didn't inform you in advance, but this is the favorite sport of Comrade Castro. You know that Comrade Castro support this sport in Cuba. I have been there. So, and the second question, how we can help you.
Wow.
As my journey to Sofia was about to end, I realized how unique and lasting the connection is to baseball for all of the people I met. Like Stefan, a guy that discovered baseball at the age of 12 because they told him he was too old for other sports. Baseball became his life, and he's still playing and coaching today. Or like Bulgarian Baseball Federation's president, Yuri Alkalai, whose love for a Cuban girl may be responsible for the first ever baseball thrown in Bulgaria. His love for baseball is as strong as his appreciation for American cars. But that's a story for another day. And finally, like Dimitar Nasipov, son of another baseball pioneer in Bulgaria and founder of the Sofia Blues, a true baseball father and son love connection that may have the same healing powers as Sofia's famous thermal waters.